Hey guys, this is Rob Caputo. I'm here with Matty Matarazzo, and he has this beautiful 1986 Porsche 911 Carrera 3.2 liter, and I can't wait to talk to him about this thing. We're here in beautiful Belvidere, New Jersey, right next to the Four Sisters Winery. I'm almost guaranteed to be leaving here with a bottle of red wine for Turkey Day, so I'm hoping that everything goes well here. I'm very interested in this vehicle, but just so you guys know, this car is for sale. It is available. I'll put the information down below in the description box. So if you are interested, you can reach out to Matty and then he could tell you a little bit more about it. But let's get right to it. This is Talking with Cars. Hey Matty, how's it going?
It's going great. Beautiful day today.
Well, thanks for having me out here to talk about your beautiful 1986 911. So tell us a little bit about it. Tell us where you found it and how long ago you bought this thing, and let's get right to it.
Well, I bought it in 2007. I've had it for 14 years now. A good friend of mine who actually worked with me here on the farm had a friend who worked with Porsches and redoing them and customizing them and all kinds of things. He said that he had his own, my friend told me that he had his own personal car that he wanted to sell, and would I be interested? And I told him clearly, I'm not a Porsche person, but he showed me a picture of it, and I said, well, I'd love to see it. And he said, oh, he'll bring it over to you. And so sure enough, just as we're standing here, he drove down the driveway coming to my house, and as soon as I saw it, I said, I gotta have it. I gotta have it. It was so beautiful. I just couldn't resist. So,
well, I don't blame you. I mean, when first looking at this thing, I said the same thing. I gotta have it, right? So I don't blame you for that having that emotion.
Yeah. So so I've had it for the 14 years. It's been garage kept ever since I've had it. There's not an oil drip on the floor. There's it's had a couple of minor things that we've had repaired or replaced, like it's going in on Monday to get the steering shims replaced. But
it's a 1986. It's
1986,
still, it's an older vehicle.
It's an old car. I mean, I put personal plates on it for, but it's registered as an antique. So, and it's insured as an antique. But I mean, the longest trip I've taken with it is I had a friend that visited me from England, and he wanted to go to Woodstock, where the original Woodstock site was, and I had been there at the original, and so we drove up in the Porsche, and we had so much fun. I mean, we were airborne twice.
You had fun then.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. But turning on the curves, I mean, it's a lightweight car. It's the history of it is that it's one of the lightest Porsches ever made, so you'd think on the turns it would be difficult to hold the road, but because of the wheelbase, I mean.
Yeah, the proportions and everything.
Yeah, it's really.
I know with the turbos that was nicknamed the Widowmaker, I believe, right? And that's because the turbo had so much horsepower that it was difficult to hold that thing on the road. But this is a little bit more.
Yeah, this is not. It's a turbo body, which was put on after it had.
Yeah, that's really unique. This is the turbo look option.
Right, and some of them have these flares. Some of them don't have these. Air cooling
right, the
vents.
grills at the back.
So they're a little different, but
yeah, even the fender flares out here come out a little bit further than your typical Carrera. So
it was hit once in this corner, and we don't find any serious damage internally due to it, although there's a little slight adjustment on the doors, but it's a light car, so when it hits, it hits.
Yeah, definitely.
But the body was replaced with a steel turbo body, so it's all steel, the whole body, it's just been a fun car for me. I don't drive it a lot, but every time I get in it and go somewhere, it's like I don't want to come home. You know, it's like, so
Well, it's the enjoyment of the drive. I mean, I've had German
Yeah.
cars for a long time, and you know, definitely when you get inside it and you drive it around, you could definitely feel the difference. The other thing I noticed too are these lights. I mean, typically the '86 has a recessed light, but this is actually unique,
Right,
probably
right.
to the turbo look,
right, right,
because the '85 and the '87 has this type of light
right.
fixture,
Okay.
right? And the
Well, that's something I
86
learned
was
today.
typically a like I guess was a they call it a sugar cup. It was
Right, right,
you know
right. It
recessed
was-
back
yep,
a little
yep,
bit.
Looked like a frog.
Yeah, so yeah, that's pretty unique.
And somebody was telling me the other day that, you know, a lot of them came with the racing seats,
Mm-hmm.
and they said they're the most uncomfortable. And so the guy that looked at it the other day got into this. He said, "Oh, I prefer these over the racing seat." You know,
They're a little
10
bit
to
more
1.
comfortable
Yeah,
for
much
longer.
More comfortable.
Can we
Yeah.
check out the engine?
Sure.
Awesome.
It's fairly
And this is
clean.
all
I got
original?
new. Yeah, it's all original. The new shocks for the raising of it.
Okay. Air conditioning system works okay. I know that was always a little.
It works.
Yeah.
Not 100%,
Mm-hmm.
but when it works great.
Yeah. I know '86. If I can go back into the interior, this is when they actually increased the airflow by increasing the size of these ducts. In the '85 model, these were just like little slivers here, and it didn't allow for a lot of volume of air to come through. So I think the American market allowed for Porsche to make some changes, and that was one of the changes is to increase the size of this duct. So that helps out a little bit with the AC system. So yeah,
The heat works great, although I don't drive it much in the winter.
yeah, no, it's. Well, this is really nice. Can we hear it run?
Sure.
Excellent. That's great. It sounds really nice.
Sounds like I should have taken it out for a ride first, so it warmed up.
Needs to warm up a little
Yeah,
bit,
it
but
doesn't like to run cold.
otherwise it's idling really nicely. I like the way it sounds. Yeah, that's smooth. Now these wheels are a little unique to this vehicle
Yes.
too. So can you tell us about these wheels? Are these original? Because it's not your typical Fuchs wheel, right?
No, in fact, again, I learned from the last guy that looked at it. He said, you know, it looks like whoever did the body also changed the wheels. And I said, you're right, because I have a picture of the original, and they're more recessed,
Right.
and definitely different.
Looks
but-
like they might have some spacers in there too.
Right.
So.
But this has got, you know, it's got the larger tire, wider tire on the back than in the front. And so I think when they did that, they may have changed the rims as well.
Great. Well, Matty, thank you so much for showing us this vehicle. I'm going to post your information within the description box below.
Okay.
And but I really do appreciate your time before Thanksgiving to meet up with me and show me this beautiful Porsche. I know everyone's busy trying to get ready for the holiday season, so thank you so much.
Oh,
and
you're welcome.
I hope
Thanks
to
for
see
coming
you
out
at the
to the
next
farm. Yep.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll be able to get to see your because you do have some other cars.
I
You
do,
have
I
a
do.
Camaro, I believe.
No, I have a 55 Chevy.
55 Chevy.
I have a 1928 Ford Tudor.
Oh.
And I have a 65 Olds station wagon that I have a guy coming on Monday to give me a quote for painting it.
Oh, nice.
So
yeah, so I'd like to maybe meet up with you and check out one of those vehicles
Okay,
in
sure.
the upcoming weeks. So,
Yeah.
but thanks again, Matty. I appreciate it, and
Yep.
I'll see you after the holidays.
Yep.
All right,
Happy
you got it.
Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.